And Heidi Lovelace and Kimber wasting absolutely no time, taking it to the American Death Machine, Sami Callihan and Chris Dickinson, as Callihan shows Heidi Lovelace why they are called the Death Machine with that pump kick right to the face. Eric Corvus here on commentary, joined by Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place.
And things are starting to get a little uncomfortable a little early, huh?
Starting to. Have you been here for the entirety of the dream left behind? I feel that there's some people that left their souls behind in that ring tonight.
Just stepping on the abdomen of Heidi Lovelace.
Now, Denver, can you explain to me, Heidi Lovelace, she worked together with Team Pazuzu.
Look, plain and simple, Pazuzu used her. That's all there is to it. And once she caught on to it, what is she going to do? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Do I think that her and Kim can coexist as well as Sami and Dickinson? I don't know. That's why we're having this match. If it was up to me, I would have put Dijak with Kim. But Dijak's over in Europe, so...
But I mean, think about it. The reason that Dickinson and Callihan came together was they originally were feuding with one another. They had some of the best matches in the tri-state area on the East Coast, and I feel it's a very similar dynamic with Heidi Lovelace and Kimber. They have gone toe-to-toe. They have taken each other to the edge, and here they are now on the same side of that square circle against the American Death Machine.
Dickinson's just showing off right here. One leg, alternating squats, doing the grape crushers, and he just crushed Heidi Lovelace.
Thinking he was going to that stalling suplex, sits out in a Falcon Arrow move that Dickinson is well known for.
Man, Dickinson, this guy is ready to explode in 2016. You want to talk about Dijak being in Europe right now, that's where Dickinson's going to next. But you know that he wants to go, making sure that he has put Kimber away. He has washed his hands of her. The incident, he wants to excuse Beyond Wrestling of exploiting Chris Dickinson. I didn't put a gun to his head and tell him to Pazuzu Kimber into a ring bell.
Are we even allowed to talk about that moment anymore?
It's a moment that's defined Beyond Wrestling. But right now, let's talk about Sami Callihan, Heidi Lovelace, two of the wrestlers at the top of their game, but Heidi's worse for wear.
Kimber and Heidi Lovelace came into this match with a game plan to try to get ahead of the game a little bit.
And it backfired.
The American Death Machine.
It backfired.
It worked for a moment. It worked for a moment until that pump kick from Sami Callihan. And it seems like Callihan is almost enjoying himself. I mean, he hasn't been a member of the Beyond Wrestling roster for very long, but he's already main eventing shows alongside Chris Dickinson, picking apart Heidi Lovelace.
I can't speak to what goes on at NXT, and I'm not going to pretend like I do, but the Sami Callihan that you see today here in Somerville, Massachusetts is a lot different than what you saw presented on the WWE Network. And with that said, as long as I've known Sami, even though he never competed for Beyond Wrestling prior to getting signed by the WWE, the kid's gonna screw loose, and it seems like somebody like Chris Dickinson brings out the absolute worst in Sami Callihan.
I mean, you look at somebody like Callihan, like you said, he was on the network, he was in developmental, but they never really gave him his due. They never.
Well, look what they developed. They developed a monster.
They never really let Sami be Sami, and now he's coming back onto the independent scene with, and to quote you, that wild hair on his ass, that chip on his shoulder. He has something to prove.
Look at him right now. He's a maniac. He wants to get back in there to continue to punish Heidi Lovelace. You're gonna be kidding me.
And then you got a guy like Dickinson. He's not gonna cool off the situation at all. He's just gonna make it worse.
Oh yeah, Dickinson is like the king of fanning the flames. An absolute shit stirrer, I can say it. But the thing about Heidi is she has so much heart. I mean, she came from Billy Rock's training program, which at one point, I mean, you gotta think that she's gonna be the top contender coming out of that program.
And something you have to give Heidi Lovelace is she has seen the inner workings of Team Pazuzu firsthand.
Yes.
That gives them a huge advantage. But Callihan was not part of the equation back then.
But this isn't about Team Pazuzu right now. This is about Dickinson versus Kim And, you know, it's almost like playing a game of chess. You know, it's not just about the queen. You have different, you have different elements on that playing field, and it's almost like this rivalry between Dickinson and Kimber Lee has unfortunately sucked some innocent bystanders into it. I mean, front and center, you see Heidi Lovelace, who was getting the life choked out of her, who was simply a pawn in this game.
See, I gotta disagree with you there. I don't feel like the strings of Heidi Lovelace were getting pulled. I feel she is in that ring 100% willingly. She was not manipulated into it. She felt like she was being used, and this is her opportunity to
right
spit
now,
in the face of Dickinson.
Maybe right now, but she put herself in Pazuzu to begin with because she felt like she deserved a spot on the Beyond Wrestling roster after her match with Brian Fury, which you can watch for free at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. But let's face it, that's not how it works at Beyond Wrestling.
No, 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 no.
But she certainly earned a lot at a lot of different other organizations. It would be a shame to see her put out right here by Chris Dickinson with another Pazuzu bomb. But I'm telling you, man, she's got the type of tenacity that you very rarely see. That never say die attitude. She's about 10 feet away from Kimber Lee, and Kimber Lee just got punched in the head.
It's absolutely ingenious move. You may not agree with it on behalf of Sami Callihan, but that was smart. We don't want Kimber Lee in there right now. We want to take advantage of who we've been putting all the work on, and that's Heidi Lovelace.
Sami Callihan is a few seconds away from inciting a riot here in Somerville.
And I can't blame Heidi Lovelace for coming in and aligning herself with Team Pazuzu. When she came in and aligned herself with Team Pazuzu was in control.
Now what is Dickinson doing right here? There's absolutely no need for this.
You want a team with her? After everything I've done for you, I brought you here and got you your spot in Team Pazuzu. And this is what you do. I'm going to give you a choice right now before I Pazuzu bomb you out of the damn ring. You come with us and you join where you know you are welcome, or you can stay with that piece of trash and you can suffer the same thing she's gonna suffer in hell.
Chris Dickinson laying it out all on the line.
Offering Heidi Lovelace a spot in the United States Death Machine, but he just whooped her ass for 10 minutes to get to that point. I don't think I trust Dickinson.
Yeah, but she knows what's on the opposite end of that punishment. Does she really want to go through it anymore?
Oh, I think we got our answer, and Dickinson got a kick to the back of his skull.
Heidi Lovelace letting Dickinson know exactly what she thought about that offer and dragging herself over to her partner Kimber Lee. She needs to make that tag if they have any opportunity to win this
Just
match.
a few inches away, but it must feel like light years. She's so close. Heidi's gonna go the extra mile. Oh, just fingertips, grazing. That didn't count, Quinn, come on. Kicking Dickinson off. Dickinson stall first in a Sami, and here comes Kim. Kimber Lee thinking better of it, got herself perched off on that top rope. Using all of her body weight. She's outsized by Dickinson almost 2-1.
Yeah, but like think about where Kimber Lee is at physically right now. She has not been a participant in this match for the entirety of it. She has all the energy in the world.
That's true.
And unloading it on the face of Chris Dickinson.
Yeah, but Chris Dickinson's made her walk through hell before. And, you know, want to talk about conditioning, how much muscles you're carrying, all that stuff. That's not a factor when you think of the personal animosity between these two. And tonight, hopefully, the final encounter comes to the head. But this is the X factor in this match. This is the new intangible. The wrench thrown into the mix, Sami Callihan.
Kimber Lee finding herself in a very...
Is he going to hit the Pazuzu bomb?
No way. There's no way.
Caught him with the knee to the temple. Sami's collapsed. Dickinson struggling to get himself back up to his feet. I don't know if this is a wise decision trying to get Heidi Lovelace back in the mix. Time will tell. Sami staying one step ahead.
It didn't take a lot of time to tell there. Oh, and with a knee strike of his... Oh, my God.
And right...
When they put together this match, this is not the position that I think Kim and Heidi pictured themselves in.
Well, let's be real. How much strategy did they really talk over?
Oh, face wash.
Caught Kimber Lee with that one with a glancing blow, but he's got his sights set on Heidi. I think that just refusing the offer to join the United States Death Machine has incited the Callihan Death Machine.
You see him just coming in with That hip and that thigh right to the side of the face of both Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace.
Think about it, that's the largest muscle in the body. Think of the power that you can explode from that position, just kicking her with the boot of the, the sole of the boot going across the face. Looking for another one. He heard
Kim coming in. No, with the roundhouse.
that was a mistake, taking a sight off of Kimberly.
Well, he heard the noise of Kimberly coming into the ring. Heidi going up to the top rope.
Oh!
Top rope senton. Kim going up.
Can she find her footing? Yes, the Swanton bomb.
Double cover.
Is the referee going to allow this?
He is
Get in
going
the
to
position.
allow it.
Dickinson just smothered him.
Callihan making that mistake. He heard Kimberly.
What is Dickinson doing right here?
What is he possibly? No, what could he have possibly had?
A double Pazuzu bomb? You're telling me he's not strong enough?
Listen, man, I could suspend a lot of my opinion, but I don't think Dickinson has that in him.
Well, I didn't think he had that in him, but look at the agility. Both members of Team Lovelace rolling through. Oh, Dickinson with the kick.
Super kick.
Dickinson gets caught a second time. Kimberly is staggered, trying to coordinate some offense. Uh-oh. Oh, spiked him on his head.
That could be it. Callihan back in.
Kicked her right in the chest. Rolling it over, and Kim with a kick of her own.
Going back and forth. Have you ever seen anything like that?
The first time I've seen something like that.
Oh! There's a lot of times in professional wrestling where you look at the card with your own eyes and you think that it's a mismatch. You look at Kimberly and Heidi Lovelace versus Dickinson and Callihan, you think there's no possible way they're gonna go toe-to-toe, and then you come here to Somerville, Massachusetts, and see it with your eyes, and they prove to you and everybody here that they are two of the best wrestlers, not women wrestlers, two of the best performers in professional wrestling right now.
Heidi Lovelace fighting both members of the United States Death Machine. Oh, but she got caught right there, caught in the tombstone position. That's even worse. What are you doing, Sammy?
Underhooking those legs. Oh, no! She's dead.
One,
she's not
two.
breathing anymore. Oh! Denver, Colorado, I was ready to lay my microphone down on the floor and call it a night.
How do you kick out of something like that? Kicked in the back, dumped on her head.
Listen,
she's gotta be numb in every extremity in her body, but she still has the will to fight.
You were talking earlier about Heidi Lovelace's heart, and I don't think that you've ever witnessed it as much as that exact moment.
Oh my God, looking for a two-man Pazuzu bomb? And they're not laying her down, just eating blow after blow.
Oh no. Oh no, double crucifix Pazuzu bomb. Callihan and Dickinson going for it. Kimberly able to make the save, getting underneath Heidi Lovelace. Oh no.
Well, she just did her partner in nice and good right there. Heidi is lying motionless in the ring. If she wasn't breathing, I would think she was dead. How do you earn a moniker like the Death Machine is with a performance like this? Uh-oh. Now maybe calling for a double Pazuzu bomb?
Hey man, it's been a long time since we've seen Chris Dickinson and Sami Callihan tagging as the American Death Machine, and it seems like they never missed a day. They are just smooth working machines.
My God, if they can get on the same page, what a tear they're gonna have as a tag team in 2016. But they gotta get through Kim and Heidi first.
They're not just looking to win this match, they're looking to end their careers.
But that's been Dickinson's MO right from the start. That he's trying to.
What is he doing? Is he going for the Pazuzu bomb to the outside?
Oh my God! And Heidi just in the nick of time.
And referee Kevin Quinn did not see that low blow.
Oh no! And Kim's going for a Pazuzu bomb of her own. Oh! Dumped him right on his head, rolling him over. Got the legs hooked. The alligator clutch.
there's ever been a better representation of retribution in Beyond Wrestling than the moment Kimber Lee fed Chris Dickinson a Pazuzu bomb.
Kimber Lee has had a tough year. It all goes back to March 1st, 2015, when she challenged Chris Dickinson to an impromptu, anything goes, no disqualification match. But after almost a full year later, Kimber Lee, with the assistance of Heidi Lovelace, has finally put Chris Dickinson, Team Pazuzu, and the United States Death Machine behind her.
Any question that you had of Kimber Lee and Heidi Lovelace being able to work together as a team has been put to rest. Kimber Lee receiving her retribution against Chris Dickinson, the American Death Machine, Team Pazuzu. This is Beyond Wrestling, the dream left behind. And Kimber Lee left everything behind in that ring tonight. Please, look, Mom, no fans.